Yo, what's up everybody? How's it going? Today we're playing World of Dota, which is of course made by Panda Life. And we're still trying out the 3 new heroes. Today, we're playing Nyx Assassin. Let's get into the game. Friends, we got ourselves a Nyx Assassin, which, by the way, for those aficionados amongst you, yes, Nyx Assassin does have something that summons a poor doom which he can devour. So that's very good. But yes, we're playing Nyx Assassin today. We're going for the int path. That's the plan. So Mind Flare triggers on all enemies within a 300 radius around the target, and Mind Flare works from your maximum mana, not the target's maximum mana. So we want to have a lot of mana because that will make Mind Flare deal a lot of damage. Although right now it does 36, which is nothing. I should have skilled Impale. Oh well. I guess expecting that to be impactful at level 1 was a bit optimistic. But either way, I just wanted to try it out. Always like seeing our abilities in action, right? Okay. But yeah, so we've got the Mind Flare here, and then it's all about mana. But the main reason why I wanted to play this, the main thing that I find interesting about it, is actually not really related to Mind Flare at all. It's an upgrade that comes later. Quite a bit later, actually. Ooh, hello. Nice. Okay. Seems we're not fighting. I'm okay with that. Do I just suicide into this? I think so. I mean, I'm probably dead. But if I can get it, nice. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm down to trade my life for that. So, that's okay. So anyway, and that is this right here. Damage dealt by this hero's abilities and items burns enemy mana. So what we do with this is that eventually any kind of damage we deal will burn people's mana. All of it. And that's a little filthy, right? Like that's actually so sick. Oh my, that is so sick. So we're going to try to burn people's mana. We're going to get a Radiance because we kind of synergize with that anyway. And that's going to be like our main source of that. But we'll also see what else we can do, right? But yeah, that's the plan today. See how it works out. We'll see what we can do with it. I think it sounds pretty neat. I like how it's a build that should allow us to be like fully invested into utility and defense while at the very least burning people's mana, right? Like it might not necessarily do all that much damage right away, but you know, if we just get rid of people's mana enough, then that's kind of damage, right? Like that's sort of close enough. So yeah. Alright, take this. Kind of weird that the Q deals damage before the target lands. That's a little bit weird. I think there was a mistake in the re-implementation. Because the way stuff like this is done in Dota, by the way, is a complete re-implementation of the abilities. Hey, Mr. Siberius, thanks for the 33 months, appreciate it. But yeah, so you can modify Dota abilities pretty easily. So you can just take a Dota ability if you're modding it and say, okay, I want this to deal a 5-second stun instead of a 2-second stun. That's super easy. But what you can't do is give existing abilities new properties or like take properties away. You can't really do that. You could change the stun of something to 0, then it doesn't really stun anymore, but it technically still stuns, right? Like it still has that property. But what you can't really do, easily at the very least, is give something a stun. I wouldn't be able to just give Mind Flare a stun. Which means that what modes like World of Dota or 1x6 have to do is they actually have to completely re-implement all of the abilities from scratch. They just have to remake all of the abilities, add them into the game fresh. And that's why sometimes the abilities are a little quirky. Okay, that's fine. We spooked them. As long as we are still alive, I think we're happy. Okay, come over here. Firing speed is good with nukes? Yeah, I mean, we just have an AoE nuke. Sometimes we can nuke a hero with it. Oh, and sometimes we find golden pigs. I'm not sure if this really has much to do with Nyx Assassin, but yeah, farming is going well right now. But yeah. Anyway. In case you don't know what I was talking about earlier, if Nyx Assassin eats a poor Doom, Doom has an ability that eventually eats a poor Nyx Assassin. Right, and that was in the game before Nyx Assassin, so I was curious, immediately had to check if that was accounted for, and yes it was, which is great, I love that. That's super sick. You know, it's really interesting, like, Panda Life as a creator, where the way I kind of judge him, is that I feel like he's actually being held back a little bit by working so closely within the constraints of Dota. Because some of the most interesting things he has done is when he's just kind of like given up on even pretending that these are still, you know, simulacrums of the original Dota heroes. And instead it's just kind of like going all in on random bullshit. Those are always the ones that I find the most interesting. Now, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just drawn towards those kinds of things, and there's a very realistic chance of that. Hello. Would you mind not doing this? I'm just trying to kill Straka. Oh, what is your problem? There's a guy right there. Oh, dear. Okay. I'm just gonna leave. You guys have fun. I'm just gonna get out of there. I don't want to fight it. Necrophos and Oracle are both not exactly kings right now, are they? I'm gonna say the Necro, but I feel like they're both a little whack. Gonna be interesting too, they're both strength builds, so we'll be able to burn some mana once we go up against those. Lots of int builds, and then one agility Naga. I mean, that's actually good for us. If everybody's playing int, that's lots of mana to burn, right? That's really good. That's really nice. Oh, no! Yeah, it was kind of close, I guess. We're getting Spirit Vessel first because it's just such a good item. It's so nice. It does so much. I've got here magic resistance, gives us mana. I mean, I guess it's just some stats. It's not super important, right? The attack from Vendetta reduces magic resistance. Sure. The thing is that Nyx Assassin here, we're not gonna go for universal. We're just gonna go all in on int. So we can get all of these upgrades even if they're not necessarily the most impressive. Like, that's fine. Very good. Grab this. Gotta keep in mind too that our mana is what actually scales the Mind Flare. So that is actually an ability that's starting to deal some damage. We'll start maxing it out now. And I think afterwards I'm just gonna go Octarine Core because that's a ton of mana and a lot more casting. And I mean, this is all about casting, so we might as well lean into it. Didn't Int Doom have mana loss reduction? Wasn't that Strength Doom? I think it was Strength Doom. But I might be wrong. I mean, if the Doom gets the thing that gives him 90% mana loss reduction, then yeah, we're not gonna get him. At least not in terms of burning his mana. Like, that's just not gonna happen. But that's alright. I mean, burning mana isn't like our only plan, right? I don't even know if it's our main plan. It's just the reason why I picked it. I just think it's funny. But I don't know if it's, you know, important to the strategy per se. Alright, there's Roshan over there. I think we'll just give him some time, level up Mind Flare. And we'll get Spell Amp. Attacks from Vendetta reduce magic resistance. That's just like not that nice, is it? I mean, I want to believe. I do. But realistically, it's gonna be kind of tricky to actually connect with Vendetta. Alright, hello. It's not enough damage, but I spooked him away from the creeps, which I guess is fine. That is something. We'll take something. I mean, honestly, we'll take anything. We're not that picky. Oh dear. Oh god, okay, this is not good. Run, run, run. Ooh, that's a nice creep, but I don't have a way of killing it.
What is this? I smell a like. Oh, leave it quick before I come and get it from you. Be careful.
There's an oracle. I don't really have a way of killing that either. Honestly, I'm not really capable of killing stuff right now. So I'm just gonna see if I can maybe pick up my item. I've got a spirit vessel now. So this deals 40 damage plus 2% of the enemy's maximum health as pure damage, and it reduces their healing. Yeah, it's an incredible item. It is super good. Doesn't work on creeps though. This maxed out would be nice. Alright, hello. It also gives us some spell ice steal, which is another reason to get it. Do we just go for this? Okay. Yeah, there's your heal. That's okay. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. Oh no. I'm gonna need another spirit vessel. Okay, that should do it. Oh, this is kind of embarrassing. We got there. It's a kill. Leave me alone. We got a kill. We got it. It was fine. This was actually perfect. I see no problems with how this played out. I mean, that seems to be a kill there. Yeah. Oh, hello. Okay, let's get away from this. Level up you. I'm just trying to weasel my way around the place. Avoiding fights we can't take. Which is most of them. We're not really that good at fighting right now. Hope the Doom doesn't want to chase. Oh, if I may be so free and give a recommendation really quick. It's the same recommendation I've been given for a very long time. I keep giving it to y'all. But the Dungeon Meshi anime just finished its first season. And it's wonderful. It's really weird. If you remember, I talked about it a little while ago when it first started airing. And I was like, yeah, it's good. It's kind of mostly a slideshow, but that's okay. And honestly, yeah, the start of it is mostly a slideshow. But about halfway through the season, I don't know, maybe they got more budget or something. But the animation suddenly became way better. And it's really nice. Like, it's just super sick. And I would really recommend it. It's also a wonderful, wonderful story. And if you want to just read the anime and the manga instead, then I recommend that. Oh, I am very dead. Just Dungeon Meshi. Also called Delicious in Dungeon, but it's way more fun to say Dungeon Meshi. Oh, Dungeon Meshi. Oh, I have to fight? No! How? How? This is not gonna go well. Oh, just buy some HP, I guess. But it just finished. Like it's done. You can watch it now. There's gonna be a second season. And that second season will conclude it. Alright, we should just use this right away because we need to start burning, right? This is gonna be a very lengthy fight. And I need to win this on multiple fronts here. I need to, like, use this twice. I need to use 2 spirit vessels. But I think we can actually do this. Wait, are you buying mangoes? Alright, here we go. We've got the spirit vessel. Stop buying mangoes. That's annoying. Alright, I think we should have it. I don't think we kill, but that's okay. Alright, int gain per level. Very good. But it's not gonna have, like Dungeon Meshi is gonna be the kind of thing where they just do 2 seasons. Because there's just no the story is finished. And they are just about, like, a little bit past the halfway point, I think. But the finale is grand and wonderful. And I'm absolutely down for them taking some time with it in the anime. That's absolutely great. Absolutely fine. Hello. Pop. Nice. I mean, we're actually pretty powerful now, aren't we? This right here just kind of hurts. This does quite a lot of damage. And I am enjoying my spirit vessel because it is a bit of a broken item. And we're just cruising. That's it. I should actually use this last, right? But I'm just kind of like spamming it. It doesn't really matter. Alright, Octarine Core in a moment. And after Octarine Core, I mean, I think we do want the Mana Radiance, right? I haven't been rushing it or anything like that. And I think that was fine. I'm very happy with my decision. The Spirit Vessel has been absolutely excellent. But I do want it. So let's get it. There we go. Take you. It didn't really look like a season ended there. Oh, you mean at the end of season 1? Yeah, it wasn't. It didn't really have like the big epic moment in it. But you have to keep in mind that Dungeon Meshi isn't structured like other manga, right? Like it's not kind of like, it doesn't have arcs in that way. It doesn't have like that, like, oh, now we're doing the high school arc and now we're doing the the college arc. No, actually, that's not very shonen, is it? They never leave high school. But setting that aside. Damage dealt by this hero's abilities and items burns enemy mana. I'm just gonna pop this. I gotta get rid of this creep before somebody shows up. It's just one singular story that's being told. One continuous story. So there wasn't really ever a good point to end the season. Because it's always going to be in the middle of the story. It always was going to be there. Okay. So, we're burning mana now. We'll see if that's good or not. I do like my Octarine Core immediately. Hello. Wow, I am not burning any of your fucking mana, am I? I have to say, not really particularly impressed with the mana burn right now. But we got the kill, so that's fine. That's a good start. More cooldown reduction is always gonna be nice. Alright. Yep. I mean, this is just crazy. Mind Flayer just cutting through people. Okay. Use the Spirit Vessel. I'm just gonna keep spamming this as much as we can. Ooh, that gets me, right? I'm dead. Nope, I am not. Holy shit! That is insane. I should be dead. Using Vendetta hides the hero in a cloud of shadows, making him invisible. This invisibility is not revealed by anything. Attacks, using items, and using abilities also do not remove invisibility. So we get Shadow Dance for a couple of moments, which is pretty good. You know what's also really nice? Our damage is super solid, right? Like, we're doing great. And we can still scale. Like, there's a lot of scaling left to do. I haven't even invested that much in having a mana pool yet. Right? Like, our items are pretty minimal. I mean, we have literally 2 items. So, there's a long way to go here. And I'm pretty optimistic. I mean, it seems strong right now. Okay. Ooh, I don't like the silence. Mm-hmm. Probably still enough. Yeah. Urn of Shadows is really, really good. I'm gonna say the Naga. I'm not impressed with the Necrophos, unfortunately. So, we have the Mana Radiance. Up to this point, this has just been nothing, right? Like, this has done nothing. I'm very disappointed. I really thought that would be, like, more effective, but we're not really actually denting people's mana. Maybe the Mana Radiance will do it, though, right? Who knows? Oh, but why song? Why song? Oh no, she threw. Oh, she threw. Oh man, I really thought the Naga had that one. I mean, she should have, right? Oh, there goes the Naga Siren. In a way, that's good for us, though. That's actually the only right clicker in the lobby. So that's nice. I'm glad that there are no other right clickers, right? Because right click, I feel like, is our biggest problem. Against spellcasters, I think we're really strong.
I have one purpose.
Okay, hello. Do I get spell crit? What am I buying next? Actually kind of an interesting question, isn't it? Because I feel like it is not obvious. We have a lot of decent options. Probably always get Wind Waker. Lincoln Sphere against Doom. Against Necrophos. Even against Tiny actually kind of okay. I can see Lincoln's being good actually. Get Dagon. Nah, Dagon isn't as good in this mode. In this mode, if you want a spell damage based item, you get Meteor Hammer, you get Meteor Lance. That's pretty good. How does Kanda work? Is that okay for us? Alright, changes the hero's attack type to range. We are now a ranged hero. Look at that, we attack with a Dagon. Which is nice for Vendetta. Also means we can use Ioscadi, which is actually a pretty decent option too. It's not the greatest capstone, to be honest. Like, it's not terrible, but it's not amazing. I feel like Kanda is okay. Oh, wait. No, that's the wrong item. I'm thinking Parasma. I always confuse those two. We're getting Parasma. I mean, we are ranged now, right? We can actually use it. If I was still a melee hero, then I think we wouldn't be able to really benefit from it. But this is gonna be a lot of damage. So we're not that far away from like... Well, actually, I think with this, that's it. In terms of damage output. We don't actually need any more. This should be plenty. So now we just need to... Now we just need to worry about survival. And actually, maybe a bit about mana pool. I am definitely running low with how much I'm spamming. I guess that's only a problem here on the map, right? It's not really a problem in duels. Alright, Shadow Dance. And one more. Sure. Get int, get int. This will all build up our mana pool quite a lot. Yeah, our damage output is actually great. Our damage output might be so good that having mana burn actually kind of does nothing. Like, is that the problem now? Is that the issue with the mana burn? That like we just don't care about the mana burn because we kill people too quickly? That's kind of funny. But look at that. That does 1,000 damage. I mean, spell crit is a real consideration. Okay. I mean, that's a kill. It's just a matter of surviving. Damn it. Okay, we get more mana here. I would also like the debuff duration. That's actually interesting. Like, you could probably optimize this build by not going for this, just because your damage output is so high that you don't need it. Right? Like, it's just not actually beneficial. Are you dead? Yes? Holy shit. That's wild. Alright, more mana though. That's 1200 damage now. I think we can go for defense, which really should be Wind Waker. There's no item in the game that is as flexible in its defensive options as Wind Waker. It's just so good. And I also really like the Lincolns. We'll see though. Wait, is the Necro? No, it should go to the Tiny for sure, right? If they had even amounts of gold and points, like if they were more even, then I would say Necro should win. I don't know, does the Tiny even do enough damage though? Tiny doesn't have any healing reduction. Ah, god damn it, I'm getting all of my gambles wrong today. But on the other hand, this does mean the Lincolns just became better. So we've got Necrophos, Doom, and Roshan left. I'm not really sure what Roshan does. He gets a cheese, which heals him, and he reflects spells. Which isn't really that useful. Like, he's just kind of like, this is just, he's got a shield, he tanks. It doesn't really do much, like AoE damage based on int. And then Doom, It's just Doom. It's Creep Doom. Yeah, he's just Doom. I think it's Lincoln's. I think Lincoln's is good for us. I think our damage output is high enough as is. Replace boots with Lincoln's. And then go from there. Alright, we have this maxed out. There's spell damage and there's debuff duration. I think we gotta go for the 5% spell damage. Because with how much damage we deal, 5% is actually quite a lot. Since the builder gets passive AoE Doom, this Doom is playing a bit more split. Right? 20 and 6. So I don't think this Doom is even going for a capstone. And to be honest, passive AoE Doom isn't even that good. Just like regular Doom, I think is better in most scenarios. Because you're just fighting one hero anyway. Right? So like, how does passive AoE Doom really help you? Like, it's just... You're just trying to kill one target. It's better to just doom the target and then go from there. Okay. Talking about Doom. I mean, I'm dead, but I'm hoping to kill the Doom. Damn. Yeah, I think we need Lincolns. We would have been able to win that fight if I had a Lincolns. Even if the Doom was able to break the Lincolns, then... I know that's a bit of a silly statement to make though, right? It's like saying, well, if I only had 5,000 extra gold, then I would have been able to win that fight. I'm like, yeah, well, obviously, right? Like, big brain energy. If only I had infinity money, I could win every fight. Well, that is indeed true. Oh, I do not like that the Roshan is showing up. Oh, that's really annoying. Yeah. Alright, there's a reflection, that's fine. Our cooldown is low enough. Oh, no. Oh, crap. What's going on now? I gotta go. Just try to heal up a bit. I mean, we probably have to fight the Doom again. Assuming he chases us. Actually, I'm not sure he is chasing, so I guess we could be okay. Alright, more spell damage here. How much does this do? 1,500? Damn. That's just a crazy amount of damage, right? Just very, very powerful. There are no creeps here, which means somebody's around. Okay. There is a Necrophos. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay, got him. Kind of scary, but we got there. Spell damage. What do we want next? We can get debuff duration. Impale increases based on our strength, so it adds like 100 extra impale damage. Or I guess spell lifesteal? Could get some movement speed in theory if we really wanted to. Which doesn't seem super exciting. I mean, the damage output speaks for itself, right? This is really a build where I have nothing bad to say. I feel like instead of going for this... Look, the mana burn isn't really working out the way we were hoping, right? Like, the mana burn is not an actual relevant factor in these fights. Because instead of having mana radiance, I feel like spell crit would go so much harder. Right? Wouldn't spell crit be absolutely devastating? I don't like any of these. I think I will pick up the Giant's Ring for now, just to have some extra movement speed. Like, I got this because I was hoping to burn people's mana, but that's just, like, not actually happening, right? Like, the mana burn is just a non-factor. Alright, so there's the Lincolns. You don't have a way to break Lincolns? Okay, I guess Necro wins again. You don't have self-doom either, right? Like, you just... There you go. There it is. Alright. 4 staff. Doom. Is it enough? It may have been a bit early. Should get your items back in there, though. Yeah, it should be enough. Okay. Alright. Debuff duration. I like big nukes. Big nukes. Oh, fun fact. Wait, how do you do the... How can you see your skins? I guess I can just do it here really quick. I'm not trying to brag. I just think it's kind of a fun fact, okay? Please don't understand this in the wrong way. But, this is my Nyx Assassin. And I have these little claws here. I actually got these at TI in person. Which are these genuine Titian shards of the Crimson Witness. And if you check these... I mean, it doesn't even say how much they cost. I don't know. Oh yeah, I got them from Mickey. Like, we were at TI together, and she dropped these, and I got them from her. But last I checked, they were... Are they $400 right now? Yeah, they're really expensive. They're like really, really, really expensive because they're really rare. And I've kind of sold all of my expensive Dota items. Except for this one, because I got it from Mickey. So I'm keeping this one. But, yeah. Because, you know, it's when we went to TI together. Okay, pick up this. I would like to fight a hero, and so I can pay close attention to how much mana we're burning. With people buying Ares skin for $500. I feel like this is a little bit better though, because like the only reason why this is so valuable is because, you know, it's just rare and people like it. Right? It's not that you can buy it in a store for that much money. Like, that's not it. Mana Range does 260 damage a tick. It does, but I still think Spell Crit would be more damage. Okay, grab this here. Okay, how much mana are we burning? Please fight me. just none. Right? Like, we're just burning literally no mana. I died? Oh, damn. Okay, I died. So I don't think, I think we gotta get rid of the mana radiance. It just does nothing, right? It just does literally nothing. That's a shame. I was really looking forward to that, but oh well. Let's get this, the Edge of Discord. Uh-huh. And then we want to get ourselves a Moon Kaya in a moment. And blast this. Because I'm really surprised by it. It says 16% mana. I think the mana burn just genuinely, like, is probably bugged. Like, I would not be surprised if it just literally did not work. Not even in the way where it doesn't... Oh, that is so smart. I respect this. That's actually so sick what you're doing. Dooming the creep to, like, doom me indirectly. Supposed to be 16% of the damage. I mean, I guess it's not really clear. I always understood it as it's just like 16% maximum mana, but I guess you might be right, 16% of the damage we deal. Either way, it's just like, it doesn't really do what we want it to do. Right? Like, we were hoping it would burn people's mana in a way that feels significant, and it's just not doing that. That is not happening. Alright, that should be a kill. Nice. I think I just get some spell lifesteal here. Nothing else really matters, right? The skin itself is 250, but if you want the version with Faker's signature and splash art, then it's 500 bucks. So, like, does Faker come to your home and, like, sign your screen in person? How does it work? Why is it 500 bucks? Because, I mean, that's really the only way you can justify that, I feel. Like, I can kind of understand why collectibles, like real world collectibles, are worth something. Because you have it. It's an object. It's nice. You have it. But if it comes to like digital stuff, where it's just like you can just have an infinite amount of it, and no, don't tell me about that you could just limit how many they are. Yeah, but that's arbitrary, right? And now you might say, but the same thing is true for physical objects. To a certain extent, yes, but to a different extent, no. And you know exactly why. Because it is not always a choice how many actually exist. Do we get Spell Prism, 12% cooldown reduction? I kind of like the Woodland Striders. Oh, Greater Fairy Fire. Perfect. God tier item. We got it. We're happy. Moon Sage. This is so sick. Alright. Come here. Let's do it. I'm just gonna wait here. Maybe I'm not. Oh, there you are. I don't really need to yours myself against you. Alright, just kind of keep getting some hits in. Mana burn. Got him. Nice. So I have a lot more upgrade points than the Roshan, but I'm a little bit worried because I feel like the Roshan did do just like a huge amount of damage to me earlier, and I'm not entirely sure how. Okay. Good. That heal right there was the Greater Fairy Fire. As I said, it's a very good item. That's fine. Hex, okay. Stole for the Fairy Fire. Okay, we survived. This does put us into a bit of a pickle, doesn't it? Alright, we reflected that. Fairy Fire again. That's it? Not quite. There you go. Alright. Yeah, the minus 10% really hurt on that. Makes that fight a lot more difficult. Because we're working on fairly slim margins here, right? Mm-hmm. Hex is kind of mean. Got him. Nice! Whew! Tricky one. It's kind of funny how we have like a nearly identical item build. The only difference was that I had Lincolns instead of Hex, right? But other than that, pretty much the exact same item build. That into Roshan was pretty scary. Like that really did quite a lot of damage. But yeah, damn. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this Nyx Assassin build. Unfortunately, the mana burn seemed pretty inconsequential. But just the damage output was crazy. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Would definitely appreciate that. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.